Welcome back. Well, so far, this routine workday hasn't really been routine at all. Unless, of course, it's routine for Sonny to get shot at by an escaped convict. In which case, I'm glad I don't have his job. Oh well, we need to pursue Bains, see if we can catch up with him, but honestly, I don't think there's much chance, but we need to try it anyway. So, let's do so. With excitement in his voice, Keith speaks into the mic. Dispatch, it's 3 with emergency traffic. Dispatch booms back. All 100 units, what's the traffic? I have emergency traffic from 3 Dispatch continues. 3 we're gonna have your emergency traffic. Screaming into the mic, Keith says, Dispatch of 3 we have just been ambushed at Cotton Cove by suspect Bains. Continuing, suspect last seen northbound on Clearwater Drive at high rate of speed. Be advised we do not have him in sight. Dispatch acknowledges your traffic. 3 10-4, do you have a description of the suspect vehicle? Advise injury status from ambush. Almost out of breath, Keith answers, Dispatch 53 negative injury to personnel. Suspect vehicle matches description of vehicle stolen from Oak Tree Mall. For attention all units for 53 be on the lookout for a stolen 1986 compact black station wagon. Suspect vehicle last seen northbound on Clearwater Drive at high rate of speed. Brake. Suspect vehicle has partial plate CL35. Be advised the driver Jesse Bains just ambushed Mary 2 at Cotton Cove. The Mary unit has lost sight of the vehicle. Caution, suspect is armed and dangerous. All units acknowledged. They just keep going. As other units acknowledge the emergency traffic, Keith says, We might as well back out of it, Sonny. Looks like we lost the bastards. Captain Fletcher Hall comes in the air, car to car. 1 bye. Why does he say bye? Breathing normally, Keith presses the mic button and answers, Go ahead, Captain, this is 53 10-4, have you overtaken the suspect vehicle or do you have him in sight? Negative, Keith answers. No, we don't, unfortunately. Would be nice if we had, but we don't. 10-4, 10-22 to pursuit, return to Cotton Cove and complete the investigation there. Every other unit will continue the search. 10-4. Keith speaks up. 10-4, Captain. Okay. That means we have to cancel this search. Well, Keith says, you hurt the man. I did. We need to go back to the Cotton Cove. Keith nods. I'll notify dispatch. As usual. Dispatch, Keith says more calmly now. 53 Mary 2, we are 1022 in pursuit of Bains' vehicle. 1097 to Cotton Cove. Keith contacts dispatch. Dispatch, 53 Mary 2, 1097 Cotton Cove. Dispatch response. 53 Mary 2, 10-4, dispatch call reached 1097 Cotton Cove. Wow, it took us much less time to get back here than than we were driving away from it. No wonder we didn't catch Bains. I was listening on the radio, Sonny, Officer Gillespie grunts. Too bad you lost at the Coca de Rocha. Okay, back at Cotton Cove. Well, I guess we'd better do some investigation to see what it was that Bains was actually doing here. There's that blood the jogger was talking about earlier that we haven't seen yet. And of course, to do that investigation, we will need our field kit. You take your field kit from the trunk. And Keith is just gonna stand here again, talking to Gillespie. Keith says, "I'm with you, Sonny." Okay. Officer Gillespie and Keith are busy discussing the details of the shootout. Okay, okay. I'll go do the work. I think he actually comes with me, yeah. Keith says, "I'm right behind you, partner." Not that he'll do anything useful, but at least he's not just standing there. Anything here? This is Cotton Cove. No, we already read that. Okay. Interesting stuff is over here. And I guess that this is the blood that the jogger was talking about, but there's also a garbage can, and maybe there's something interesting in there. I mean, this is still a Sierra game, so always gotta check the garbage. As you suspected, you look in the garbage can and find garbage. Well, that's certainly logical. Maybe there's something under the garbage. Moving the garbage around, you find discarded clothing. Looking closer, you see what appears to be spots on the blood, spots of blood on the clothes. What could those clothes be? Oh, I need to take them before I can look at them. You remove a pair of grey pants and a blue shirt from the can. You think to yourself, man, these look like jail clothes. Wait a minute, here's a cloth name tag sewn onto the shirt. Discarded clothes with bloodstains. Let's look at that name tag. It says J. Bains. So apparently Bains got rid of his jail clothes. Which I guess means that he's now wearing the clothes of either Pate or clothes that he got somewhere else. We don't really know. We don't really care either. Let's check out that blood, if indeed it is blood. If it is, I'm saying that doesn't bode well for our friend the jailer. Near the river's edge, you look down and see what appear to be partially coagulated blood and drag marks. Drag marks leading into the river. You also see footprints in the soft, damp ground. Okay. As you inspect the evidence, Keith ambles into view. Keith pipes up, "Hey, look at that! All that Jane snuffed that poor jailer and then threw the body into the river." That seems a likely conclusion, yeah? You take care of the evidence and I'll go radio a request for the dive team. Wow, Keith, you're being almost useful. Let's take some pictures of the crime scene. You photograph the crime scene from several different angles. Then you turn the camera to the field kit. And let's take a sample of that blood and do some DNA testing on it. See if it's Bains' blood or Pate's blood or somebody else's blood. The neighbor's cat's blood. Oh god, I hope not. Anyway, what was I saying? We're taking a sample of the blood. Did they have DNA testing in 1988? I think they did. Use the eyedropper to collect a sample of the coagulated blood and put it into the glass vial. You return the eyedropper to the kit and add the vial of blood to your inventory of evidence. How nice. Well, we also saw a footprint, and it just so happens that we have casting powder in our field kit, so we can take the footprint. You remove the box of casting powder. You mix the powder to the proper consistency and pour it into the footprint impression. After After the liquid dries, you remove the impression of the footprint and add it to the list of evidence. Very good. Well, that's all we can do with this evidence. So I guess we need to wait for the dive team to arrive. But we'll do that in the next video.